Hey, what's up guys, I am back with a brand new video. It's time to do a speed test comparison between the Samsung Galaxy A33 5G versus the Samsung Galaxy A23. And the A23 is powered by new Qualcomm Snapdragon 680 processor with 6GB of RAM, while the A33 5G has a new Samsung Exynos 1280 processor with 8GB of RAM. On the back we have quad cameras on both phones. We have 50 megapixel main camera with optical image stabilization. Also we have 5 megapixel ultra wide with a 2 megapixel macro and a 2 megapixel depth sensor, while on the A33 5G we have a 48 megapixel optical image stabilization main camera. Also we have 8 megapixel ultra wide with a 5 megapixel macro and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. And the back on both phones is made up of plastic. We have a matte finish on the A33 5G versus a glossy finish. Also, and the frame of the A33 5G is a more flat, which gives a more premium feel over the A23. Also, we have fingerprint scanner on the side on the A23 versus the in-display on the A33 5G on the bottom. We does not have any headphone jack on the A33 5G, which is available on the A23. Also we have single speaker versus a dual speaker. So in this video I'm going to show you how much difference between the A33 5G versus the A23 5G, and this is not a head-to-head speed test. I know this video is for fun, so let's see who is going to be the fastest one. So without any wasting time, let's get right into it. And guys, now let's quickly boot both of these phones up at the same time. Here we go. Logo is came up first on the A33 5G. Also we have Android 12 with Samsung One UI version 4.1 on both phones. Latest software. We have a secured by Knox security on both phones. And the A33 5G is faster, and you can see by a huge margin, I would say. But let's see how much difference there between the A33 versus the A23. And the A33 5G is done when it comes to booting up. Now the A23, it is also right behind there. We have 4 or 5 second difference there between these two devices when it comes to booting up. Now let's talk about the displays between these two devices. On the A33 5G, we have 6.4 inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display with 90Hz refresh rate versus a 6.6 inch Full HD Plus PLS LCD display with 90Hz refresh rate. Also we have V-shaped notch versus a U-shaped notch on the A33 5G. Also on the bottom chin it is more bigger on the A23, and you can see, and the display quality, it is really good on the A33 5G, no doubt about that. So now let's see apps opening speed. Everything's closed up in the background, no application is running in the background. Also we have same Wi-Fi network, phone dialer faster on the A33. So next on the list is the settings, again a little more faster on the A33 5G. We have 90Hz refresh rate. We have a fixed 90Hz versus adaptive 90Hz, which automatically switch between from 60 to 90. So now let's check out some more application. Amazon shopping with same Wi-Fi network, A33 5G, and both phones is performing very similar in the Amazon shopping. Let's see the scrolling, and exactly the same, no difference there. 90Hz is really smooth. So now let's open this, faster on the A33 5G. So now let's check out some games application. Let's see how much difference between an Exynos 1280 versus a Snapdragon 680. Opening up the Candy Crush Saga. A33 5G is a tiny bit more faster, and you can see. So let me show you the speakers. First on the A23 max volume, we have single speaker. And here is the A33 with dual speakers. Yes, on speakers it is much better on the A33. Instagram, very similar. Let's see pin out. Pin out is a tiny bit more faster on the A33 5G. So in games we have a noticeable difference. Let's open Snapchat. Let's see Spotify. This time very similar again. Let's see Subway Surfer. And the Snapdragon 680, it is not as fast as the Exynos 1280. And you can see this time we have a 2 or 4 second difference there, which is a noticeable difference between these two devices. Opening up the Temper N2. And Temper 2 is faster on the A33 5G. A33 is done. A23, now it is also done. Again, we have 4 or 5 second difference there. Now let's see Pubg Mobile, heavy game. Let's see in that game who is faster. Both phones is give you a smooth graphics with high frame rate. No 60 FPS option on the A33 because of the Exynos 1280 optimization. A33 5G is done, and you can see we have 1 second difference there in that game. Opening up the tutor, and that is faster on the A33 5G. Yes, it is. Now let's open Zedge, and that is faster on the A33 5G. Not a huge difference. So now let's see the scrolling, and that is really smooth on both phones. Little lags after some time, but now it is at 90 Hz. So last, I'm launching the cameras on both phones, default camera application. Let's see who is going to be the fastest one. So opening up the camera, A33 5G is more faster, and you can see, and the camera performance, it is more better on the A33 5G. Now let's look at the front camera. So here is the front facing camera looks like. Both phones has a 13 megapixel. Okay guys, now let's see internet browsing speed. I am into for Samsung internet browsers on both phones. So now let's see Wikipedia with same Wi-Fi network, tiny bit more faster on the A33 5G. So now let's see the scrolling, and really smooth. 90 Hz is working absolutely fine. Same thing with zooming in out. So now let's open this English, also very similar. Again, scrolling, it is at 90 Hz, no lag whatsoever that I can notice. Next on the list is the Galaxy Shop, and A33 5G is a tiny bit more faster again. So now let's see the scrolling, and again both phones is handling this website very easily, but more easily on the A33 5G. So now let's see RAM management on both phones. We have 8 GB of RAM versus a 6 GB of RAM. Let's see that how much a difference between 8 GB of RAM versus a 6 GB of RAM. Phone dialer, no refresh. Settings, Amazon shopping, no refresh. Let's see Candy Crush Saga, no refresh. Instagram, let's see pin out. Snapchat, Spotify, Subway Surfer. Let's see Temper 2. Let's see Pubg Mobile, and you can see both phones is performing excellent in the RAM management. So that's really good thing. Now let's opening up the tutor, Zedge. So last, we're back to the internet browser that is also not refresh on both phones, and you can see excellent RAM management performance on both phones. And guys, what I have to say regarding the apps opening speed, as you can see that, and the A33 5G is a tiny bit more faster in system-based application, but in games we have a 4 or 5 second difference between these two devices. In terms of the RAM wise, in that area both phones is performing excellent in the RAM management, not a single refresh on both phones. And both phones also has a 5000 mAh battery size with a 25 watt fast charging support. With the A23 we have a 15 watt fast charger in the box, but with the A33 5G we does not get any charger with this phone. So that's about it, and thank you so much for watching this speed test comparison between the Samsung Galaxy A33 5G versus the Samsung Galaxy A23. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for daily tech videos, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well. And I will see you in my next video. Peace out.